Hey guys, good morning everyone. Welcome back to the online class. As per your request, I'm here with Marigold book, and today we are going to start our unit 3 from Marigold book, in which we are going to see a new chapter, and the chapter name is Robinson Crusoe. Okay, and here actually, this is a novel in which we are going to see a part of a novel, a chapter of that novel, which is written by Daniel Defoe. Okay, which is written by Daniel Defoe. Robinson Crusoe is the name of the novel. Okay, so here means here topic from that novel. It is discovers a footprint. Discovers a footprint. Okay, now see. Robinson Crusoe's Robinson Crusoe's ship had been destroyed by the sea. He had been alone for many years and longed for company. One day he discovers a footprint on the sand. Let's find out what did he did then. Actually, Robinson Crusoe was a boy when he ran away from his house because he wanted to be on a voyage. Means he wanted to spend some time over ship and in the sea, and so that he ran away from his house, and in that he got lost on an island, and later on he started living on the island because there was no way to go back to his home. And after so many years, I think. After 20 years or more than that, he came back to his own place where his father, mother got died. He was unable to means. But this is the story in which we are going a little topic of that, a part of that Robinson Crusoe's book. Okay, it is a very interesting novel in which we are going to see a little part of that. He was like he spent most of the times on island. He discovered many things. He learned how to do farming and all. Many things he had learned. Later, if you'll grow up, you will maybe you'll read this novel. I like means I want that you'll read it one day. But it's really a very nice novel. So it is written by Daniel Defoe. Okay. Now let's begin our chapter. So what we have seen in this chapter, what we are going to see that Robinson Crusoe's ship had been destroyed by the sea. He had been alone for many years, longed for company, and one day he discovers a footprint. What he discovers? A footprint on the sand. A footprint on the sand. Now let's find out what he did then. After finding the footprints, what did he do exactly? Okay, how he deal with that situation? Okay, so one day when I was Robinson Crusoe is telling this story. Okay, this story. So we'll continue like that only. Okay. One day, when I was going towards my boat, I was surprised to see the footprint of a man on the sand. What he was surprised to see, he surprised a footprint of a man because there he was living on an island. There were no men. There were no men. He was alone there. So how this footprint came on the sand? I stood amazed. I listened. I looked around me. I could neither hear nor see anything. I went up higher to look down. I went up the shore and down the shore, but it was no good. I could find no other footprints but that one. I went to it again to see if there were any more footprints and to tell if it had been my imagination. Means he was totally shocked by seeing this footprint because no one was there. And when he seen this footprint, he was quite worried. He looked here and there. He looked up the shore, down the shore, but he didn't find any other footprint rather than that. And he told also maybe it can be his imagination. But I was not mistaken. for there was exactly the footprint of a foot, toes, heel, every part of a foot. I could not imagine how it came there. Because where Robinson Crusoe was living on the island, there he was living alone. Then how this footprint came, he was quite surprised by seeing this, because he knows he was educated, okay? So he knew that the footprint of a foot, toes, heel, every part of a foot, it is the footprint of a foot. Not I could not imagine. It is how it came here. I stayed a long time thinking, but became more and more confused. He was thinking that how it came, and he got confused too, that how it happened. Who is here on this island? I'm unable to understand. At last, I returned home very frightened, looking behind me after every 2 or 3 steps, mistaking every bush and tree to be a man. Means, as he was quite scared of seeing this, and he was returning back from that place, he was very frightened, and he was looking behind every footstep. Whenever he was taking a step, he was just looking back behind, that if anyone is following him or not. And whenever he was taking a step, he was like it was a forest, then the bushes and trees were moving with the wind. Then he thought that someone is there beside behind me, who is following me, and it made him so scared. When I came to my cave, which I could called my castle, means on that island he lived alone, so he made some means a home for himself. That was a cave, and which he used to call a castle for him. I ran inside it as if I was being chased. He thought that someone is chasing him, so he just ran inside it. And I do not remember whether I used the ladder or went in by the hole in the stone. Okay, so he was quite scared by this, by seeing that footprint. And when he was returning back to his home, he was quite scared, and he was looking back continuously each and every step. Okay, so he came to his house. And one more interesting thing, that there were many animals living on the island. So protecting from these animals, he made a kind of means he was not entering his house in a very simple way like we have doors and all. He was using ladders. Okay, very height wall is was there, and on that he was using ladders. Okay, so he was for emergency, there was a way, there was the passage through which he was entering his house, but in other case he was only using ladders. So he told that whether I used the ladder or went in by the hole in the stone, he didn't know that, because he was quite scared, which I call the door. I ran for cover faster than any animal could run. Means he ran and covered all the things that um, he was quite scared, because I did not sleep that night. The more I thought about what I had seen, the more afraid I became. I thought it could be one of the savages. This now savages word is here. Means when Robinson Crusoe was spending some time, even now also, savages means the people who are killing the animal, killing the people, and they are eating the human bodies. Okay, so they were means he thought it must be the footprints of savage of the mainland who had wandered out to the sea in a small boat. Means on island, these savages people are going on some other islands, and they are catching some of the people's means live people who are living. They are just killing them and eating them. Okay, so these people are called savages. Luckily, I was not on the shore at that time. But what if he had seen my boat? If he had seen the boat, he would have realized that someone lived on this island and would soon return with others to kill and eat me. Means he was thinking, Robinson Crusoe was thinking that if he had seen my boat, then the savage had seen my boat, then he had returned to his place and he will inform his friend that come on that island there is some man, let's go and kill him and eat him. So he was quite means scared of this all the things, and so I lay fearful for many days and prayed for protection. In doing so, I was much comforted and began going out to investigate. Now he was scared for 2 3 days, many days, and he prayed for his protection also. And in doing so, he became so comfortable that he gone out to investigate whether this footprint, whose footprint was that. But even now, as I went forward, I looked behind me frequently because I was still very frightened. I was still very frightened. He didn't overcome by that situation. However, as I went about for 2 or 3 days and saw nothing, I became a little bolder. He was like he was daily investigated that thing, whether whose footprint was that, who came on this island, who was the is that the savage or the other people. He was confused about that. He searched, he investigated that, but he found nothing. And when he didn't found anything, he became bolder. I decided to go down to the shore again and examine the footprint once more. I decided to measure it with my own footmark. Now, as he became too bold to discover it, that now let's see whose footprint was it. He went back to the shore again and examined the footprint once more. So he decided what? He decided to measure that footprint by his own footmark. As I came closer to the footprint, I realized that it could not be my footprint because I had not come to this part of the beach since a long time. Means Robinson Crusoe thought that it may be my footmark, but he told to himself that I didn't came to this beach side. So how this mark means how this mark will be mine footmark? No. Secondly, as I placed my footmark alongside that footprint, it seemed larger than my own. My fear returned. I went home again, believing that there was someone. The island was inhabited. Means as he returned means as he measured the footmark from his footmark to that footprint, he measured what? The footprint was quite bigger than his footmark. And again he got scared. Again that fear came back in his, and he went home again home he went back home again, believing that there was really someone on the island. And now I am quite unprotected. He was feeling insecure. He was now very scared of this footprint because if the savages will be there, then they will surely find him, and means he can kill him also. Adapted from Daniel. I told you this is a novel. Okay, so this is adopted from Daniel Defoe. Okay. Daniel Defoe is the writer, and this is Robin Crusoe book is there novel. It is a very interesting story in which you have seen only one part of this Robinson Crusoe story. It has, I think, I think 23 or 24 chapter in that novel. It is very exciting. So as I have completed this chapter, so go through the video, okay, properly. and find some more interesting facts about this Robinson Crusoe. Okay, so all the best to all. Okay.